Good evening. What's going on? Welcome to United View. I promise you, it's not April, and it's not the 1st of April. Welcome to the show in the evening, sort of like an emergency live, or just a sort of curious live to just see what you lot are saying about this. Because in the last sort of 15 minutes to half an hour, there's been a massive claim from I say our very own Mike Keegan, but from Mike Keegan and the Daily Mail,
friend of the channel,
friend of the channel, suggesting that Jose Mourinho feels he has unfinished business at Man United and wants to return. So listen, this could just be utter rubbish. We're going to get into what we actually feel about this.
Yeah.
And like Tywin Lannister says, he says clickbait, no disrespect, but come on. Loads of red cards in the chat. It's a no at this present time, someone else just says. Lil Yo-Yo says flex sources. I have sent out a couple messages. I have. But this is insane, like what's going on here. So before we just get into how me and Owen feel about everything, welcome to the show. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And Owen, United says it's a waste of a stream. And we're not saying that he is coming. We're just going to discuss this big exclusive that was
exactly.
Happened. Oh, and what happened?
So again, actually, to give a bit of a timeline as to what happened for us, like we were actually recording something else, and we went, what? So this comes from, again, the Daily Mail, comes from Mike Keegan. So certainly a big journalist, to say the least, who has said that Jose Mourinho, yes, you can see him right there. Jose Mourinho is keen on making what would be a sensational, if somewhat unlikely, and it must be stressed, unlikely return to Manchester United, Mail Sport understands. It continues by saying, sources close to the Portuguese manager who was sacked by Roma earlier this month say he feels he has, quote, unfinished business after leaving Old Trafford in December 2018 and has, quote, made it his mission, end quote, to take charge again should the opportunity arise at some point in the future. It then says Mourinho is also said to be keen to work with the new regime at United, with Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos taking over football operations as part of the petrochemicals billionaire's 25% investment in the club. Finally, quote, his ambition is to return to United, a friend explained. He feels like he has unfinished business there after how it ended last time, and he has made it his mission to go back. So it must be sort of stressed. It's not a case of like United are in talks with Jose, or Jose and Sir Jim are in regular contact, or Erik ten Hag is going to get sacked or anything like that. It's more a story of, because I guess Jose's unemployed, and because I guess Jose is considering what's next for him. And look, he's still Jose Mourinho. He's not, I don't think the Jose Mourinho of 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, but he's still Jose Mourinho, to say the least. I guess he's like, wow, maybe there's a United job that might come up in the summer. And I like, suddenly, big fan of Sir Jim, always have been. Jose's like, always wanted to work with him in the future. Let's be honest, Flex. It's not going to happen. Like, it's surely not. Surely not.
Of course it's not. Of course it's not. What Jose, I just tweeted there, what Jose wants and what Jose gets are two completely different things. Like you said, this is not an article saying that Man United have began talks. This is not an article claiming that Ineos have got him on the list of candidates to replace Erik ten Hag in a shock U-turn. And it isn't that. It's basically saying that people from Jose's camp have said, yeah, he would like to go back. He's got unfinished business. Yeah, great, mate. Jose, I want us to win the league. What I want and what I get, I want us to win the Champions League. I wish we didn't go out bottom. I wish my team wasn't crap. I wish we wasn't rubbish for 10 years since Sir Alex left. But what I want and what I get are two different things, mate. Like, it's as simple as that. I want us to sign Erling Haaland. I want us to go and get Vinicius Jr. I want Jude Bellingham to come here. Like, mate, I want all these things. But at the end of the day, what I want and what I get are two completely different things. This is never, ever going to happen. Man United can do some mad stuff, yeah. And the hope is that with Ineos, those types of crazy decisions are not going to happen. But I would go as far as this: even if Woodward was still here, even if Richard Arnold was still here, they wouldn't bring back Jose.
He liked Richard Arnold, didn't he? He said that in his thing recently. He went, Richard Arnold's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Good for him. But even they would. All this is that Jose has been sacked at Roma, and probably just trying to put a bit of feeler out there to just make this happen to me, and it's worked. But we're not falling for it. There is no way on earth that Jose Mourinho ends up back at Man United. When you were talking to me earlier on today, and you was like, "You're not gonna believe this." What I was like, I said something stupid like what Marcus Rashford just messaged you. But then when you said Jose, and I thought, oh, what is he getting linked with Liverpool? Has he just been confirmed as new Liverpool manager or something? It just couldn't be that. He's got more chance of that than coming back to Man United, honestly. Which he was never going to Liverpool either, but I'm saying.
Maybe it's a bit of because I saw something. When was it? It might have been yesterday. I think I saw it on social media. There was some stuff basically saying that Jose could become the next Barcelona manager, and even that was just a big, oh my god, he's going to become Barcelona manager at the end of the season, because obviously, look, his relationship with Barcelona is strained, to say the least, because of obviously started there as a translator for Bobby Robson, and then infamously, I think he was turned down, I think for Pep in sort of 2008, and then he got knocked him out of the Champions League of Inter Milan, and then went with Real Madrid, won the league, and was like, screw them.
Remember when he's on the pitch after you've done that to Barca, he's doing that, looking up at the goal.
Yeah, or he poked Tito Villanova in the eye, didn't he, as well? All that kind of stuff, right? So he's got a bit of a fractious relationship, to say the least. But I don't know. It's no coincidence, is it, that so in the space of 24 hours, he's attempting to be linked to the Barcelona and Manchester United job, both of which still technically have managers in situ at the moment, right? I know Xavi's leaving at the end of the season. Erik ten Hag still has a contract for 18 months, but Jose's doing the rounds. Eddie going, oh, I tell you what. And this is the thing as well, yeah? Oh, I've got unfinished business. Mate, you never lived in Manchester whilst you were there. You stayed in a hotel. Like, how on earth do you get sacked from Roma in Italy and go, I tell you what, where do you want to go back next? I want to go back to the place I didn't want to live in before. I want to go back to the penthouse. I've been missing the penthouse. I've been missing that hotel food. I've been missing the hotel television. I've been missing them doing my laundry every day. I want to go back there. That's what I want to go back to. And bear in mind, we're still talking today about, I tell you what, the problem is with a lot of these Man United players is some of them played for Jose. Some of them are still there. What was the reaction if he came back?
Hold on a minute. Why is the poll so close? Like, it's not as mad as I thought. Like, yeah, it is 56% no. But who's clicking yes on this? What's happening?
Way more of a landslide. Are we missing the mark? Are we missing the mark, Flex?
No, we're not.
Is this like you were in the studio the other day with KG and Raf, and you have to go, wait a minute, am I getting this wrong?
No, it's not. I think, do you know what? I think out of just banter and just like, it's 5:45, it's 5:46 right now in the evening, and people probably didn't expect to see a little bit of fun because it's been sort of quite miserable. I think some people just clicking yes because they just are. That 47% can't actually. What's going on here? It's quite close. It's getting closer. I think it's because I'm saying it. It's people are trying. It's because I'm saying it.
That's fucking reckless. You're gonna get me up.
Like,
and people will talk about trophies.
They'll talk about trophies. Or this is Flex, Liverpool fans coming.
They'll talk about trophies. They'll go, yeah, but look at his stats. Look at the trophies.
I don't give a fuck about his stats.
Is what I'll say. And if you don't understand me, do you
fucking understand me on that?
That's okay.
Lee Judges is a goat,
What's next? Ralph going, I tell you what, I think I want to come back. I said we needed open heart surgery.
Sporting director.
It's me to do. It's me to do
it.
Wait,
imagine Ineos actually getting for the job he was supposed to do in the first place. Technical
open heart surgery. And the big social media campaign is it's Ralph. He's holding a scalpel. You know what I mean? in a doctor's mask and jacket, and says, "Let's do surgery." The doctor is in.
Hey, what is going on here? I think Mike Keegan's actually done that. I can bring to you. I will share this with you. I did message Mike. I just said, mate, what's happening? Jose, LOL, talk to me. And his response was, it says in inverted commas, unlikely in the intro. So take that as you. Exactly.
Even Mike's going.
Yeah. So it is for the engagement, and it's an exclusive at the fact that someone from Jose's camp has claimed that. So that is an exclusive. But when you read the article, they've been quite smart, obviously, to do that. You get this reaction, and then it makes us literally come here and talk about it, actually. So it's worked. But yeah, he's literally just messaged me. Well, not just now, about 10 minutes ago, and I messaged him. He said, it says unlikely in the intro, i.e., well, I am saying it's unlikely. I didn't say it's going to happen. And when you do read the article as well, on a serious note, you know, it says that Mourinho is said to want this. Sources close to the Portuguese manager. So somebody's sounding out of his camp to just create this.
His agent,
this story.
George
His
Mendes.
Agent, yeah, George Mendes, isn't it? Yeah,
yesterday, like I said, yesterday was Barcelona. Today it's Manchester United. Yeah. Tomorrow it's Liverpool.
Probably Liverpool. I mean, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But my question was going to be with this, Flex, and I guess just diving it away from Jose to an extent. But are we going to see more of this between now and the end of the season?
Oh,
with
with
Manchester United in particular. You know,
that
manager
speculation, of course.
Yeah,
definitely.
about the talk about exactly. We'd like to,
100%.
It doesn't matter if De Zerbi lost against Luton 4-0. He's the guy.
De Zerbi hype, mate. Told you about that already, mate. Yeah, exactly. No, it is. That's exactly what's going to happen especially towards the end of the season when it gets closer. And also, what you can bet your bottom dollar on is obviously in adversity, i.e., when we lose. So let's fast forward to this time tomorrow. I know it wouldn't be the end of the game yet, but you get my drift. Close of play tomorrow. If we've been on the wrong end of the result, the negativity with Rashford. Say it was an embarrassing defeat where we got absolutely wiped. No one was running. And he also said to not be happy with this. They wanted immediate reaction. Oh, Nagelsmann has put his head above the pot. Hansi Flick has done this, or Luis Enrique's done that, or it will start. It will, of course, it will. Maybe not as sensational as this one, because
Ollie returns. Ollie return is next.
I saw something where he said he's going to India or so. I didn't read it properly. But
the Ollie return is going to be the next linked one,
Yeah.
Or Louis van Gaal, because it's now no longer a commercial football club. It's a real football club again. I want to come back. It is a crazy story.
Yeah. But you know what, though? I do believe that he probably thinks that.
Yeah, like
a friend explained his ambition is to return. He feels like he has unfinished business there after how it ended last time, and he made it his mission. He made it his mission to go back. I do think Jose probably sits there, probably goes, "Yeah, I do want to go back there and put it right," because it's just Jose, isn't it? Like, he's come out of Roma, his stock's kind of falling. It went crap at Spurs, done the Roma thing, completed the set, proved I'm still the special one.
Yeah.
And I'm still good enough to go into a new look Man United and change it. Yeah, I still believe I can do that. When he can't.
No, you look at the face of the Jose tenure at Roma. I was looking at this the other day, and it's peak Jose in the sense of genuinely there was no improvement over 3 years. They got worse. You know what I mean? But there are trophies because it's Jose Mourinho, right? Unless you're at Spurs, you win trophy. He wins trophies wherever he goes, and like that first season, obviously they win Europa Conference League, so they get in Europa League. People don't realize as well, because I saw them say, well, in the last 2 seasons he had a shoestring budget, Jose, and he didn't spend as much in the last 2 seasons. But that's because in his first season they went mental with the money that they were spending. For Roma, they went in Italian football where there just isn't that much money. They went crazy getting all of these players in, and it's not as if he was he had a bunch of terrible players in this. We had Lukaku at Roma. He had Dybala at Roma. Good players. Tammy Abraham. I mean, they're better attacking players than we've got.
Yeah, we brought Mkhitaryan back there, didn't he? Not back there, but
he went to Inter in the end.
Inter in the end, but he had him.
Yeah,
Matic back there.
Yeah. So they didn't get any better. That's the point. And now he's been linked to every job, hasn't he? I think he's been linked to the Napoli job. They said no. I said the Barca one. I actually did for a second hope that he went to Napoli because they've got Barcelona in the Champions League, and I just thought that would have been box office. Yeah, if that had happened, that would have been.
I think Jose's turned into that, the stories now, the things that he can go and disrupt, the pantomime.
My recollection again of him prior to a couple of weeks ago, going, actually, how did it go for him in Italy? My recollection of him being in Italy was he won the Europa League, and the only other time I heard about what he was doing over there is when he got sent off, which was a lot.
Yeah,
and at one point he got sent off and was leering over a fence screaming at the people on the pitch, giving it like this. And you're going like, that's Jose though, isn't it? It's just all
and
about
you don't
him.
Want him to change. You don't want him to change.
It's a giant performance. He is like the most bitter loser when he loses or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it happened at United. Remember when
Yeah.
he was proper under pressure at the time? I think it's his third season. We're terrible. We go to his old stomping ground, Stamford Bridge. We're winning. Anthony Martial scores. And then obviously Chelsea under Sarri equalised in the last minute. One of the guys celebrates in front of the dugout. What does he do? I'm just going to get up and go right in their face and cause a big brawl. And then suddenly the touchline like explodes with people going back and at each other. He was going at Conte. He was going at Sarri. He was going at all this stuff at United.
He's box office.
He is chaos.
He's box office. And when and I've said many times before, when I saw him like win the Europa League, what did he win? Europa League,
Conference League.
Oh, sorry, Conference League. That was it. And it was like their first trophy in God knows how long as well. Like it, and I saw him crying. And didn't he get a tattooed on him? What did he do?
Yeah, he's got all of the trophies tattooed on his.
He's got all the trophies,
and in the colours.
Yeah, I'm like, he's box office. Like you can't. He's a serial winner. Like wherever he goes, he wins. Apart from Spurs, because that's the DNA of their club.
It's impossible.
They're pathetic. Yeah, they can't win.
No.
And it would be the same for Andy. He won't win anything.
Forever.
But forever. But like the way that he is, like football does need characters like that. And the day that he calls it an actual day, like to say he just won't manage anyone. I always like the fact that I can look over and go, what's Jose up to? And to be entertained. You know, when you just...
And he's doing a madness.
Yeah, and he's doing a madness. That's what makes him... And obviously in his peak powers, he was, he's one of the Premier League greats as a manager. And he's one of the GOAT managers in general. Like his style was very unorthodox and he had a style that people didn't always appreciate. But he come and disrupted football. He's a disruptor. He came and ripped up the rules, ripped up what a Premier League manager should be, ripped up what football should look like. And then people like Pep and Klopp reinstated that of how football should be played. But, he was the original sort of, coming in with Roman Abramovich money at the time. And this big guy coming in saying, I'm special. I've done this, and I've already won the Champions League with Porto. I'm going to come here and do a madness. Then he left for 10 years and came back and won back-to-back titles.
I honestly, Flex,
prime Jose is amazing.
The chat's moving mad,
bro. It's 50-50. That's what I was going to say. So I've put in the chat, why is it 50-50? And I think people are just buying into it. I also want you to state who you support if you're in the chat right now, because we're nearly 1,000 people watching live at short notice as well. Big up to everyone who's come to just have a bit of a laugh with this, actually, because actually what this does do, it gives us something to talk about, because I've seen other people talking about like transfers or different players.
Nothing.
I saw some stuff in the news today. Oh, Benzema might be
Benzema.
Yeah. No, he's not.
No.
No, he's not. We're not going to get Benzema tomorrow.
We had Eric Ten Hag in the press conference go, I looked, we can't do it. It is not happening.
We are not going to get Benzema tomorrow. So I'd rather not waste my time talking about crap like that and just have a laugh.
And talk about crap like this instead.
Because we're not going to get Jose. It's kind of the same thing, really. But this is more like farcical. Like it's not legit transfer moves.
I can't believe it, Flex. Yes has taken the lead.
Oh, you lot are trolling.
Yes has taken the lead.
Honestly.
We've got a load of super chats as well, by the way.
Yeah, let's get the super chats out right now. Actually, this is just insane. Hope Nubian Pharaoh's not watching now. Bloody hell!
I know. Oh my
god. Red Baron says, "Same people who will want Jose will be the same people calling for his sacking the next month he's in charge." Oh god, I'm not even taking it serious. I'm sorry. Like this is actually a real discussion point. Amin also says, "Please bring KG on for his live reaction." Kevin Glazer.
I'll try call him in a second.
Try calling him. And maybe play it like because he probably hasn't seen it yet. He might have done, but if he hasn't, just drop the whole like, mate, mate, nah, seriously, like Ineos are in conversations, like it's crazy, it's all going on.
Okay, I'll play it serious.
Ed says George Mendes putting feelers out to see who bites. Yeah, exactly. George Mendes being on it. Ed also says they're letting Premier League teams know he wants to be in the UK. Yeah, exactly. Playing games. That's exactly what's going on. All Elite says the poll is astonishing. Jose is washed. What the F? WTF? Soam says needs some character and standards in the dressing room. What? So bring Jose back? Is that what you're saying?
It was more toxic than it is now with Jose there.
Yeah. Red Baron says our fans aren't on crack. They are on crack plus. And Minna Football has been a member for 9 months. Big up to Minna, been a member for 9 months as well, by the way. She says, respect. Respect.
Look at her.
She wants Jose. She's probably leading this yes situation that's going on here.
I'm going to try KG.
Oh, my God.
You never know of him. It might require you to call him afterwards, but
yeah, it might. It might.
Still hold a grudge. Right, here we go. Let's see what happens. KG the comedian. He probably wouldn't even ring.
No. Or answer.
No. This is a good start, Flex. It's not even.
It's not ringing. It's no connection. No.
Maybe you pad time. I'll try.
Okay.
Try again.
I'll try. Maybe it's a connection thing. I don't know. I'll give him a go.
straight to voicemail. I'm unblocked, probably.
Yeah. If mine rings, that's going to be so fun, by the way.
Flex, honestly. If this.
He's got you blocked. If he answers, that's even worse. Yo. He is there. He is there, but he's not. He's there, but he's not there. He's trying to answer something
to you. He's trying to. I'm calling him right back. KG.
Hello.
What are you doing?
I'm on the train.
Oh, you're on the train. Well, how long are you going to be on the train for?
Not long. What's going on? Everything all
Well,
right?
when you're off the train, just call me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I planted the seed. You think it's serious?
This guy, he went, is everything all right? Really? Oh.
Can you imagine?
I can imagine in between stations where he's not getting any reception, trying to log back on.
Can you imagine people on the tube giving it like,
yeah,
what's he doing?
What's going on? Really? But now what's going to happen is that when he gets a little bit of Wi-Fi in between stations, he's probably just going to log. He's probably going to
call. You should call straight away. Cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully he does.
Oh, honestly, I can't. I just.
Do you think he'll come back to the Premier League though, Jose? Do you think he'll come back before he finishes up his career?
I'm not going to rule that out. I'm not going to rule out Jose taking a surprise job in the Premier League, just like something random, like say Everton stayed up and then they were like, you don't think you just do something like just
Jose Mourinho's next Premier League club will be Newcastle United. Fact. That is the one that he's going to do. Newcastle. He is going to stretch their FFP limits to the limit, okay? And I know they're stretched already. But Jose come in, spend £700 million on people that are 28 or 29 years old, win the league 1 year, and then leave whilst they're 17th. That is what he will do.
Nah, he ain't doing that.
He'd do it.
Nah, he ain't doing that.
That is a Jose job if I've ever seen it. You know, go there, money, demand players, get a lot of money, and then still slag them off for not giving them enough money. I ain't got enough money.
Nah, I don't think that hierarchy would. I don't know if they'd because they're really harmonious. They're all the fans are on one page. They haven't got any toxic. They're going in like such an upward trajectory, and like the way they play is like not front foot, but they're on it. They're at it.
Do you not think though that
West Ham? Yeah, if Thingy got sacked,
they'll go into the territory of like, why have like the last two clubs in England signed Jose? So United and Spurs. The reason they signed him is because they thought this guy gives us trophies. We need trophies. We want to win some stuff. And maybe Newcastle. Look, Newcastle, we take the mick out of Spurs for not winning anything. Newcastle didn't win nothing in ages. Longer.
No.
They won nothing at all.
Yeah.
And they might look at it just a bit like, just get him in. He might win a trophy.
No, but they knocked on the door with, they got to the final against us with Eddie Howe. I don't know. I think they see it as a bit of a longer term project. I don't know. I don't know. I see all the reasons why. I see all the reasons why that could work in the short term, but also I think they're really starting to protect what they're building, and I don't think they will want to chance. Okay, a short term we can get a trophy, which would be amazing as Newcastle, but like what could come straight after that, or in the lead up to that, where it could just literally ruin all of the. We're still really early on, where we're trying to catch and break into be a self-sustaining club within the top six, and I've been doing a lot on Newcastle, quite deep actually, with what they've been doing and stuff, and the way that they're trying to go and trying to be sustainable on and off the pitch. I think Jose is a big risk of making you go backwards.
West Ham could be a shout because, of course, what we do know is Jose still does have a residence in London. So I think if a London club came calling,
I could see that,
because he'd be like, and you could see maybe West Ham being like, look, Moisey, brilliant. European trophy, fantastic, but now we're going next level. We're going Jose Mourinho.
But for West Ham, if it's short, that's all right.
They might do that.
That's a really prestigious manager, and I'm not going to disrespect West Ham. They're a massive football club, but like that's big. And but the only problem is, again, though, with the type of attacking players that they're now starting to get, which is where they're saying Moyes maybe don't suit them, even though they're doing all right in the league, and doing all right in Europe. Kudus, Paquetá, Phillips, Bowen, Alvarez, Ward-Prowse.
We're saying Jose wouldn't do that. Do you think Jose would James Ward-Prowse on set pieces? Could you imagine, Flex? Could you imagine the set piece strategy he'd come up with all that kind of stuff? James Ward-Prowse would be taking set pieces inside his own half, being like,
I do. What I would say is, I do think Jose's done at the top level. I said it as he exited Man United. I said he's done at the top level, so only down from here. Even when he went into Spurs, I stuck by that opinion. Remember a piece I done on TalkSport around that time, and I was like, he's done. He's done. Like Portuguese national team, or just float around Europe. And like Roma was it. That's what I expect. That kind of.
Well, that was weird, wasn't it, Roma? Because it did feel like, because Spurs, as much as you like to take the mick out of them, they're a big club in England.
It's a big club, and if you get it going, you could do
recently,
something big.
And in more recent history, West haven't won anything. Look, they got to a Champions League final, and then were qualifying for top four. So they were. So in that sense, they had like Harry Kane, and you go, some of the best players in the world were at Spurs at the time. So you go, wow, maybe he can turn them into something. Roma was a weird one because it was like they haven't done anything in such a long time, and in Italian football, they haven't really been close for a long period of time. Certainly on the European stage, they hadn't won a European trophy ever, had they? That's what Jose delivered them. So even that at the time felt a bit like, I'll tell you what, if he goes to Roma and like he won Serie A with Roma, that'd be unbelievable. Because that would be like proper. It's a story. It would be a bit like, not exactly, but a bit like, when he went to Chelsea, and the fact that Chelsea hadn't won a league title in such a long time. And it was like, wow. But at the time, they got a load of money as well. So it was a bit different. So I don't know. I do think Jose will have another run in the Premier League.
KWL 89 says, Flex, Jose for England, he's not done at the top level. How the F are you going to say that when Jose won a trophy at Roma and then was robbed last season? Nah, I disagree, man.
Do you think he was robbed in that Europa League final?
Nah, I don't think he was.
Because to this day, Jose says, I've never lost enough. I've never lost in a final. And they go, but you lost last. They go, but you lost last season. He goes, no, I didn't. Oh, I'm getting a call.
Oh, God.
KG.
What's that, bro?
Well, first of all, because obviously you're live on United View, right? Have you seen the news?
I've seen, me, bro. I've never seen the news.
Right, you never seen the news. Okay, so are you sitting down? Like, are you stable on your footing at the moment?
Don't tell me you sacked our manager. Don't tell me you sacked the manager.
No,
way.
But it's managerial related.
Yeah, all right, I'm sitting down.
Good. So basically, Mike Keegan from the Mail is saying Jose Mourinho linked with a shock return to Manchester United.
What?
Jose Mourinho, as in Jose who just got sacked from Roma, linked with a shock return to Manchester United.
Fuck off. That's not real.
Mike Keegan.
I can't believe it. That doesn't make sense. How?
Mike Keegan.
How?
Mike Keegan.
He's saying shit. There's no way. There's no way. What? There's no way. I can't believe that. Are you lying?
Mike Keegan has written an article.
Tell him to look. Tell him to look.
Go look on Mike Keegan's Twitter account.
I'm getting thinking now. This is fuck. Wait a minute. Is this what the streets want? Is this what everyone wants?
All I can say is there is a poll. Me and Flex are currently live right now. That's why he tried to call you as well. We put a poll up 25 minutes ago. Would you take Jose Mourinho back at Manchester United? Yes, 49%. No, 51%.
Thank God.
What do you mean, thank God? There's 1% in it. There's 2% in it.
No, but there's crackheads in the community. So I don't put anything past the Man United fans in terms of things that they just say like they're mad. But I'm glad that at least it hasn't gone all the way off the Richter scale. I thought it was going to be like 71%. Like I did a poll this morning. Don't even ask me. It was about Mason Voldemort, and it's 71% that it wasn't back starting week in week out. I said, okay.
Okay, just beside the point, KG. There is 49% of 1,110 votes that are like, yeah, I'd have Jose back.
Crackheads, a lot of them. I don't blame them. They're just upset. They're hurting. But I'm telling you right now, I would stick with what Ten Hag's doing and go to that guy, that criminal. I'm not. No way. Hell no. I'll stick with whatever Ten Hag's serving up. I'm sticking with that. Just getting back to that guy up. Never. No way. They don't remember. These people don't remember nothing.
I remember KG. A certain KG, the comedian, made his sort of fan channel debut outside of Old Trafford during the Jose era. Bold-headed and furious.
Absolutely. Bold-headed and furious. When I could have been at the bro, you know what's mad? I'm going to sound crazy, yeah? I'd rather take the Zerbi than Jose right now.
KG, can I? Because I can barely understand you. Can I be honest with you, KG? I've manipulated the information slightly.
Okay, cool. What's happened then?
Mike Keegan has said that Jose Mourinho wants a return to Manchester United.
That bit's true, though.
That is true, though. That is genuinely true, though. Mike Keegan, Daily Mail, exclusive. Jose Mourinho wants a return to Manchester United, albeit unlikely. He's told his friends he's got unfinished business. He wants to work with Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos. Like, he wants it.
Bro, listen to this. I want hair in a six-pack. Some people say none of it happened. I think I can get the six-pack, but that's about it. And the things that you want, and the things that just not going to happen. I'm not having. I'm so happy this is just some bullshit. That's my day.
Well, anyway, look, I'll let you go because we can't understand a word you're saying anyway. But I thought I'd give you that news.
Thank you. This was crazy news, but I'm glad it's literally nothing happening.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
All right, man.
A bit.
Have a nice one.
Thank you. My favorite thing with that is KG, you sitting down. Yeah, I'm sitting down.
Yeah, I've got to sit down. I better sit down. He took it so serious. I need to make sure I sit down. I need to sit down.
You're sitting down. I don't think whenever I've ever said that to anyone, you sitting down, they've never sat down.
No. They go, no, I'm not, but what is it? Let me know.
He's the first person who sat down. Went, okay, yeah. He's out in public. He might as well just sat on the floor. You sitting down. Yeah, okay. You in the middle of the pavement. Yeah.
Oh, G London says there's no trouble in paradise then. Sofum says Jose as manager and KG as director of football. Jazdeep says at least when we lose with Mourinho, it will be funny. I don't know if it will be. Matafala says Owen just because De Zerbi lost 4-0 doesn't mean he's not the right fit. We lost 3-0 at home to Areola, and Jose is better than Eric. Put respect on these managers. Oh, Matafala.
My thing with De Zerbi, and this is what I was mentioning earlier on today, I said that I think it's important to let seasons play out before we sort of judge who's going to be the next big thing or a great fit. Because yes, of course, De Zerbi, celebrate the positives and the great results that he has done at Brighton. He went away to Arsenal last season, 3-0 at the Emirates. Brilliant. He might win the Europa League with Brighton this season. And
that'd be amazing.
And then absolutely celebrate him. But let's also not act like, he might be the best coach in the league because clearly, a lot of people struggled going to Luton this season, right? So you see how the season plays out because he could still end up having a fantastic season, or he could end up having a pretty average season. We go, oh, maybe we sort of call the
And they've
brakes
had
a little bit
millions
on
of
Zeb.
injuries as well. I know I give them a lot of stick, but they have sort of you know, a lot of injuries, Zayn Miassi says, bring on Jose. Arteta could take him on. I haven't seen Zayn Miassi in ages. Don't know if he's been a bit not sure of their title charge. And now he's sort of peeped back out the woodwork again because they won against Forest. I don't know. Matty Farley says, your logic, Eric, is crap because we lost 3-0 to Bournemouth. I think he's taking what you're saying a little bit too literally.
Literally.
Yeah.
One bad result makes a bad manager. It's exactly what I'm saying, Matty Farley.
Yeah.
You know? So
you're saying
basically the day that Sir Alex lost 6-1 to Man City Old Trafford, I went, this guy's never done anything. He's never won anything. He's rubbish. But it don't work like that, does it? Of course.
No, exactly. Zayn Miassi. Oh, Zayn Miassi's gifted a membership.
Look at the generosity. The generosity from Zayn Miassi.
Zayn Miassi's gifted a membership. So big up to Zayn as well for doing that.
And by the way, I only learned this the other day about gifted memberships. You know, sometimes people go, oh, who do they get gifted out to? Why didn't I get gifted one? You have to make sure if someone becomes a member or a gifted member thing comes out, click on the green little tab there, and you've got to make sure you've got turned on allow gifts, because sometimes you have it turned off, and then when people gift out memberships, you're ineligible to get them. So make sure it's turned on, and then the next time someone does indeed gift a membership, you never know, you might be the lucky one.
Where is that? Oh, good news for United fans. So people, honestly, our poll just says it all. I think we've got so many people that are, you know, not maybe United fans, or just all of us lot just being like, let's just have some fun. Let's just have some fun, you know.
I think there are people legitimately that would have him back.
Is there?
Yeah, I think there are people that would legitimately. I wouldn't.
Really? Is there people? Honest guys, honestly in the chat now, like all banter aside, like, look, I'm being serious. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had something in your eye.
No, I was wiping my. I'm making sure that you see I'm being serious.
Right.
No. Serious face. Yeah. Serious face.
Yeah.
Is there? If you would have him back, put Y in the chat. I'm actually being deadly serious now. Chris says yes. Dre2XL says I'll take Ollie back. I just don't believe you. Never is too toxic, says Robert. How many times can we vote? No thanks. I'd have him back. Jose is loads more fun. I don't think.
I said there is a Minna said yes.
Minna's lying. She's lying.
But this is what I mean. There are genuinely people there that are like, Mick says he wasn't backed properly.
No, we can't. You literally.
We are gluttons for punishment. We like it. We deep down complain. We like to whinge. We like to complain. There is no, or you know when sometimes like people say, "Oh, it was so much better in this era or in this day or whatever," and then you find out that they weren't alive then, and you go, "Well, you just seen highlights because we lived it, and it wasn't good. It was rubbish." And don't get me wrong, like it was great in Jose's first season when we won trophies, but even that season was still not like all beds of roses at all that season because we finished sixth.
Yeah,
like we weren't great. Or people will point to like the City game where we won at the Etihad and we were like 2-0 down. We came back and like Pogba and all that kind of stuff. And you know, Chris Smalling scores. And it's like, see, that was Jose. And you go, yeah, but that wasn't like that game was so atypical for Jose's Mourinho tenure at United. Like that just wasn't happening. And we still lost, you know, the league anyway. It didn't matter. Was it a week later we lost? It was to West Brom or something like that. So it was pointless.
And then we gave the lead anyway.
Yeah.
But we had situations like that with Ollie, like where we just scraped through in some form of way, or just just found a way. Like it just happens. Like this is what I was saying to KG yesterday about like when he's like, yeah, because I just care about like we need Rashford to the end of the season, so do this because it's just to get by, so we get. And I'm like, we've done that. Like we've done things where we've got to a final with these players acting up, or we've got second with inferiority, or we've got to Europa League final and lost with these types of situations. Like, it's just short termism. We just literally finished bottom of the whole group, Champions League. So the rush to be in it, and I know we should aspire to be, but I'm just saying, like, you can't just think that you can do something like that and it's okay.
Says, I love Jose for that special award he gave Scott McTominay. He created an award. Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay award.
Jose loved Scott as well. Brought him through, didn't he?
Yeah. And by the way, Minna, if you're watching, send me a voice note now. I'll play it, right? Explain yourself. Because I don't buy it. I don't buy it. In your heart of hearts, I mean, we might get like great acted Minna now, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
yeah,
no.
she's gonna try it, yeah.
But yeah, don't even try it. Take it back.
Ash Odu says, honest question, does Jose bring a style of play? Well, yeah, we know what the style would be. It would be identifiable.
What is the Jose style of play, Flex?
Yeah,
and this is also worth pointing out, yeah? For all of the great, Jose, I remember his last game at Anfield. We played with like a back seven that day.
Yeah.
Legitimately, a back seven. It was 5 at the back, and then the 2 wingers also turned into fullbacks. A back 7. It was a madness that day.
And we have like one chance in that game where Zlatan hit.
We scored. No, with that game,
that was the one before.
It was Lukaku. Lukaku actually scored that game. It was 1-1 for a little bit. And we were like, I can't believe it. How on earth is it 1-1 here? And then Shaqiri came on, scored twice, and was like, yeah, I sent Jose Mourinho packing.
Yeah.
And he did. And he did. Yeah. But that game was so bad. Like, it was awful.
That was when I was outside Anfield. I said, it's over. It's done. I think that was when do you know what? That's one of the first times in doing this, because that was the first manager I'd seen whilst doing content. That was one of my first head loss moments on United Stand. That was it. That was it. It was then. I think I said enough's enough, or time to go. Or I was done outside Old Trafford, outside Anfield, because I think we got absolutely smoked. I went to that game, and yeah, it's terrible.
Man, look, people are saying in the chat, but we didn't concede 7. Okay, but we did concede 7. And look, Paul says, Owen, look at Jose records with Chelsea, Inter, Madrid. His team scored the most goals, if not the most. The problem is with that is the most recent record you're talking about there, let's say Chelsea, that was 10 years ago. Like, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. It's mad.
That's the thing, isn't it, with Jose, isn't it, as well? It's not to put down his achievements, because of course he's got fantastic, achievements, but peak Jose is a while ago now. Like, it is,
5 years ago, bloody hell. Yeah. We're discussing it as like in jest because Mike Keegan's brought this to the table. This is not a real life.
But the Jose conversation's interesting about him.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And that's listen, I would love to see him come back to the Premier League. Not to my club, obviously, not to our club, but just to see him, like, I just want to see him. I like him. I do. I like his box office. He's a top manager, in terms of his credentials, and he's way up there with what he's won and what he's done in the game. He's a serial winner. Now, I don't think he's going to be able to win anything significant. I don't think he can win a Premier League, or I think he could win, like, say, maybe went to Ajax or something. He could win the league there, or I'm not going to say he could go to Portugal and win the league.
Well, I still think if, like, like he was getting he was getting linked to like Real Madrid. I still do think, like, if he went back to Real Madrid, like, there's a chance he could win the league with like a Real Madrid, but just because it's kind of like a 2-team system ish.
Yeah, I know. Not this so he's always got a chance. What do you think he could do at international level? What do you think he could do for England?
He did better than Gareth Southgate. Yeah, of course he could. Of course he could. And this is legitimately with Jose, because like you said, I do enjoy the box office. Jose Mourinho at a World Cup would be effing tremendous, Flex. It would be incredible. Remember, like, when Conte was at the Euros with Italy, and he was going absolutely.
They beat us, didn't they? They knocked us out.
Did we? Yeah. No.
Or did we beat them?
No, 2016. 2016, he was at Euros with Italy, wasn't it? Because then he went Chelsea that summer. So I don't know if he was there at that point.
I swear we played Italy, not the Euros where they beat us in the final. We played them. Or was that nation? No, we played them. I remember
We played Italy in the World Cup in 2014, and then Euros. Well, that was 2012. We went out to Italy in Euros. I was on penalties. It's when Joe Hart was terrible at penalties and did do nothing. We had 2 years in a row we played him. But Conte was at the Euros in 2016, and then that summer he went to Chelsea. And then obviously won the league. And that summer when he was on the touchline, he kicking the ball all over the place and going crazy. And he had let's face it, Italy haven't had a good side in a while. And I think they knocked out, was it Spain? That's that year, maybe, if I'm recalling it correctly. But he was box office. And Jose would be the same. Our Euros or a World Cup. Can you imagine him going crazy? Or like, I mean, it's interesting with Portugal now, isn't it? Because they just got Martinez, which is such a weird appointment, considering that really he's fumbled the greatest generation of Belgian footballers ever.
Now they tasked him with like a good generation.
A really good Portuguese football players. When they've had, even though they won something in 2016, that wasn't a good Portuguese generation, really. You know what I mean? They had Ronaldo, and that was, some supporting cast. But now but now they've got some really good players. I don't know, like, look, maybe if it don't work out for Martinez this summer at the Euros, Jose is going to be sniffing around, be like, hey. But I kind of do get the impression with Jose that he wants to be involved all the time. Like, he's not a fan of the whole, I can only do a tournament or I can only every couple of months. I just don't see him really enjoying that. Unless he got into a job like now, knowing that, like, in 5 months' time, I'm going to do that tournament and then I'm going to go.
Yeah. Aminor says, hold on, let me go up a little bit, actually, make sure I'm getting this right. Afro Samurai is the, so actually, no, so Ash Odu says, honest question, we don't. So yeah, Afro Samurai is the latest member of the UV Members Club. Big up to you, Afro Samurai. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the family, the community. Big up to Aminor as always. Aminor says, if Omar says yes to Jose, would you want him flex? Well, no, just because Omar says it, I wouldn't agree to that. Obviously, if that happened,
what if everyone's on board? What if everyone's on board, Flex? What if everyone's on board?
Well, I'd still be like, I would still be like, I don't believe this is the right decision. I would say that until I was proved otherwise. I would stick by that, but that's not going to happen.
Do you know what did worry me, though? When I saw that thing pop up and it says, like, Jose Mourinho, Mike Keegan, just because of the way that Omar Barada thing happened and it was so quiet and it was so quick, I went, Jesus. I went, they've under everyone's nose, they've done it again. They brought him in under the cloak of darkness. It's like, immediately just boom, we brought Jose in. I thought, for a second, I couldn't believe it. But look, if everyone went, yeah, we feel he's the right guy, you'd have to accept it, obviously, but then you would look at those people that we've been praising in recent weeks going, oh, we thought you were completely different than this.
What is this? Yeah, exactly. What's going on here? Kyle says he separated himself from the club after the Sevilla loss. Yeah, the infamous rant. A manager's job is to undo the norm or previous results. He acted like it wasn't his fault. Yeah, at that time, he was like, yeah,
football heritage.
Their heritage is that, mate. They always get knocked out. See, me, I win. Like these lot.
Could you imagine the balls it takes to go into a press conference and go, the players are losers, I'm not a loser?
He's box office, mate.
I didn't lose.
Is that when he went 3? I've got 3. Is that
that's football heritage.
Was that a different one?
This one, the one after Sevilla was football heritage.
What's the one where he said the 3 where he was
might be that one.
3 more than the other managers.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Was that when he's at Chelsea getting disrespected?
3, no, it was because he was at United, definitely. 3. Respect,
Yeah, when he's and it was a proper head loss because it's like they're trying to like push him back, say, look, just leave it, and he's like lean low at 3, me, yeah. Like honestly, box office. Kyle says, I read that one already. Jason Ramon says, Flex, what time are you reaching Wolves tomorrow? I'm not. Me, Owen, and KG are doing the game live
together
tomorrow. Together. I don't know how that's going to go. Hopefully, KG shows up on time. We're all doing the game, so tune into the match view tomorrow. Me, KG, and Owen get involved in that. So many of you guys getting involved. Over 1,000 people watching. Only 251 likes. I tell you what. On the way out, try double. Try and get to 5. In terms of like the video for Jose not coming back, or like the video because you might like it. You might want to see him come back. I don't know what you lot
do you think like at any point, like for instance, let's say tomorrow it's a bad result. Yeah. Do you think we then no, but I mean, then do you think we get the people that go, I tell you what, yesterday I was against it, but after the shit I've seen out there tonight.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
social media. But there's still people. Well, you told me there's still people who think Sheikh Jassim's coming. So
it's still going to happen, Flex.
yeah, there's still
still gonna
accounts to say it's still going to happen. So
Yeah.
absolutely, there could be people who think that.
He's
but
getting
that's
his
gonna
lawyers
be,
together. He's getting his lawyers together, and everything's going to be broken down. There's going to be a hostile takeover. They're going to win the club in the lawsuits. That's what they're saying.
That's going to happen, but that's going to be a very
And he's going to
quiet
hire
minority.
Jose. He's going to hire Jose straight through the door because he's going to say, "Look, I've just bought the club, 100% of everything. We've got Qatari money, and Jose, we want you. You know, you want us. We want you. Let's get in. I know you said you wanted to work with Jim Ratcliffe, but you really meant me. So yeah, you're coming in. That's what's going to happen."
Oh God, Man United.
Qatar flag,
It's
sand
never
timer,
quiet.
eyes. The Jose flag with a
I
Portugal
was going to
flag.
say Portugal flags.
The Portugal
flags. Jose, you know, three trophies or three fingers
Yeah.
up or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Portugal flag, JM, 3 trophies, eyes, timer.
Free JM.
Yeah.
Honestly, Man United, man. Yeah, listen, that was a nice little bit of fun, you know, just
Yeah.
to do something different. Later on tonight, you will get a preview from myself. It was supposed to be me and Owen, but we had to do this instead, so I did it by myself. We actually started off with a good preview, actually. It's quite funny, and then we just
We
scrapped
might put it out for maybe like members or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go, what do we do here? So we just stop this. We've got to do this. Smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, guys. And we'll see you. Well, yeah, like I said, look at later on tonight. I mean, there's football on tonight. Maybe we'll drop it after the football because Liverpool and Chelsea are playing tonight. I know a lot of people will be interested in the games. Maybe drop it at 10, maybe at 9. But this evening, tonight it will be out. And then, yeah, that'll be the preview for the Wolves game because that is a massively important game, actually, to be honest, to be on a serious note. So make sure you check out the preview. And, yeah, see you tomorrow morning as well. Take care, guys. Peace.